Hello viewers, and welcome back to the Card Mat. Got a nice one for you now, and for it I'm actually going to be using, well, it's a special deck. As you can see, every card's blank, so I'm using a completely blank deck, right? So as I say, every card through the pack is a blank one. Right? Now, out of this blank deck, I want you to pick a card. So what I'll do is I'll just riffle down the pack, and anytime you like, you just tell me to stop. And about there. So you're quite happy with that one there. Right, so we'll take that then as being your card. Now what I want you to do is remember that card. Don't forget it. Spoils the trick if you do. Remember what card you've got. Because I'm going to get your card and I'm going to stick it back into the middle of the packet and get it lost. So now somewhere inside this pack there's one special card which just happens to be your card. Right? Now what I've got to try and do is try and find your card. So in case you think I know where about it got put, I'll give the cards a mixing. I'll give them another mixing, just to make sure I've got no idea where your card is. I'm going to even give it a couple of little cuts and put them back together in a completely different order. So you can safely say I've no idea where your card is. But I'm going to chance my arm now and have a little look through the packet, and I'm going to have a look for your card. That one looks okay. Yeah, I'd definitely go for that one. So out of these cards, I reckon this one is actually the, actually the card you picked. There you go. That was your card, wasn't it? What do you mean you don't know? How can you not know? That was your card. You did pick a blank one. You did pick a blank one. I know you did. And since it was the only blank one in the pack, it obviously was your card. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. And if you'd like to learn how it's done, well, stay where you are. The tutorial's right next. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little effect. It's quite easy to do, really. All you need is one blank card. That's all you need. One blank card and a completely normal pack of cards. And your setup is you just put the blank card on the bottom. Now, it will take you quite a bit of practice getting this, because you need to do a fan the opposite way. Oh, I'm showing a card there. So you can show blank cards, but what you're actually doing is just doing it so the indexes are on the other side. Whereas normally you do a fan holding the cards in your left hand and spread them out so you can see them all. You're actually holding them in your right hand and doing it like a reverse fan, and that shows them all blank. Right? So you'll have to practice that, you will. So you show all the cards are blank, then you close up. Then you're basically doing like a Hindu force. You got the blank card on the bottom, so you're taking a couple of cards off the top, tapping the pack square because you don't want any cards getting seen behind it. So you tap the pack square, keep your little finger on the bottom edge so none of the cards pop out that way. Show us a blank card, peel off another couple of cards, tap it, show it, and it just gives the illusion that the entire pack is actually blank all the way through. I'm sorry I'm going a bit slow on this. And you do it all the way down till you've got one card left in your hand, and again you show that and you just put that onto the top. Right? So all you've done is work that blank card really from the bottom to the top, but showing like the entire pack is blank. Then you need them to pick a card. Now there's different ways you can do this, different ways of forcing the card. You can do the riffle force. Well, a slip force, a riffle slip force, sorry, where you riffle the pack a bit, and then all you're doing is pulling, keeping your fingers on the top card, and all you're doing is pulling everything underneath the top card, so that drops onto the top of that pile, right? If you're good enough, you can do a classic force, where you're cutting the cards and keeping a little break, and then you're asking them to pick a card as you spread the cards out, and when you see their hand going up, if you have to, you block push everything from above your pinky break and leave that card right in the middle. You basically force that card into their hand. As their hand comes up, you'll get that card there, so they'll take that card out, which will be the blank one. It is a hard one to learn, that, the classic force, but you never know, you could get it. So basically you're forcing that card onto them. And you tell them to remember that card. If you're confident enough, you can do another reverse. No, you can't. You could do a reverse spread if you landed with an ace on the bottom. Something like the ace of clubs. Because then when you do your reverse fan, all you're doing is, I've got one card shown here, spoiled it, I'll redo it. All you're doing is keeping your hand like that, and it looks like it's like that, and it looks like it's a completely blank deck, because you've got your thumb covering that index and the middle pip, and you got that thumb covering that index. So to all intents and purposes, people would think that was a blank pack, but it's only if you're comfortable enough doing that. I wasn't, I didn't. Right, so you get them to look at the card. Then you do whatever move you want to do to get the card from the middle of the pack to the bottom of the pack. And again, there's a lot of different ways you can do that. I just used pushing in, pulling it down, out to the side, pulling it down with your finger, bending the card, and then putting the card on the bottom. And that's all done under cover of your hand. Obviously you're seeing in the video. So you push it, you pull it, you pull it, you twist it, and you get it down to the bottom. And hopefully they don't see it. So you've now got the card on the bottom. So again, you'd emphasise the fact that the pack is completely blank. And you say something like, so in the middle of this blank deck, there's one special card, which is the one you chose. And this time you don't have to go all the way through it, because you want the card somewhere in the middle. So you push them onto the top. If you don't think it's deep enough in the middle, throw another couple of cards from the bottom onto the top of it. You can, as I done, do a riffle shuffle, or a couple of riffle shuffles. A bit better than that. I'm not concentrating. Told you I'm not concentrating. A couple of riffle shuffles, just to show that you're actually mixing the pack up, so you've got no idea where their card was. Then all you do is say you're going to look for it, so you turn the pack towards yourself so they can't see it. Make sure you don't have your hands like that, so they can see just over. It's got to be straight up towards you. Oh, look at that, there's the blank one straight away. I'll give them another cutting. And all you do is just look through the pack, and if you want to, you can go like, well, yeah, that could be it. Or you could even pop some up. Well, I think it could be that one, or maybe that one, or that one there, and I think it's that one there, and square everything up facing down, so again they can't see any cards. Then you ask them if they can remember what their card was, and was that it? And obviously they're going to say, well, they don't know, because it was a completely blank deck. There's no way of knowing which card was which. Then all you got to do is just turn the pack over and spread them out to show that all of these have actually got faces to them. And that was the only blank card, so that obviously was their card. And it's that simple. As I say, you will have to practice on the fan, the reverse fan, to get it looking right. Because you will find as you're doing it, sometimes you'll get that effect where some is showing. Or you'll just get, I'll just pull these over slightly. You will just get like a little nip of a corner, or like that one there. You can just see a bit over it. So you do have to practice it. And when you do it, always do it towards yourself. So if you do happen to see a little blimp in it like that, while it's towards yourself, you can just square everything back up so you can cover it. I know one's shown down there, but that's just me. But you can, that's why you do it to yourself. Just in case you make a little mistake, you can just alter it around slightly. But apart from that, it's quite simple and quite straightforward. Give it some practice and go and have fun. And I'll see you soon.